It's one of the most unusual episodes of a TV classic, and for a very historic reason. November 22nd, 2023 marked the 60th anniversary of the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. People who were around then will always say that they remember exactly where they were when they heard the news of the assassination. And that's certainly true of the cast and crew of The Dick Van Dyke Show. Though a timeless classic, The Dick Van Dyke Show is a TV series of its era. It has a sharp, contemporary sophistication that was evident right from the start when it debuted on October 3rd, 1963. It's very much a Kennedy-era show. Remember, John F. Kennedy was inaugurated on January 20th, 1961, the same year The Dick Van Dyke Show made its debut on CBS. As played by Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore, Rob and Laura Petrie were sometimes compared to Jack and Jackie, and they too were young, stylish, and had a good sense of humor. All of this made The Dick Van Dyke Show really feel part of that Camelot time. When tragedy struck on November 22nd, 1963, the cast and crew of The Dick Van Dyke Show were rehearsing their next episode, entitled Happy Birthday and Too Many More. What makes this Dick Van Dyke Show episode really unique is that it's one of the few to be filmed without a live studio audience. Because of the assassination, it was felt that an audience wasn't going to be in the mood for laughter, if anyone even showed up. So the episode was filmed on November 26, 1963, just a few days after the assassination, and an artificial laugh track was added in post-production. But the JFK assassination impacted another episode of The Dick Van Dyke Show. Turtles, Ties, and Toreadors was filmed on October 22, 1963. In the final scene, Rob has a turtle that has caricatures of the Petries painted on the turtle's shell. There's a close-up of these caricatures as Rob says, "As long as this turtle lives, we'll be immortal." This was a last-minute edit because Rob's original line, as already filmed, was, "We look just like the Kennedys." And there's one more fascinating fact about this particular episode, and it's about those caricatures that are painted on the turtle's shell. Who was the artist that created these cartoons? None other than a caricaturist named Dick Van Dyke.